All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back updates and information as see the hot. And in case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as see the hot. You don't share information where we say it did drop for my table now. My people. As it happened, the president of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Nnanyukwu Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, has confessed of falling ill immediately after visiting the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Omadike, one of Ndigbo. Igbo ekene munu, yeah. Ndị be anyị si na akwụda n'ikili achọba nnụnụ nwere ọnụ ogologo and ya bụ na Igbo ezigbote onye Igbo ka nsụ anya n'Igbo maka ịmalụgo ebe anyị nọ ọ bụ na Igbo ezigbote onye Igbo ihe ama n'onwe ya na-akpọ mmadụ ilibi ọnụ ya bụ na onye okenye libi ọnụ onwekwa ka ọ na-esi adị ya bụ na onye nze because onye nze let me turn to English now. A titled man in Igbo land is a man of truth, a man who stands by his words, a man who does not soil his hand. And when I had this issue of Mazi Nnanyukwu Iwanyanwu falling ill after visiting Omadike, one of Ndigbo, I started wondering. I said, does it mean that maybe onye nze libielon or onye ozo elibielon? Because those days, if matters became worse or worse to worse, the people you meet are these elders, the Nzenozos. There's one who you know that once you enter into their obi, you will get the truth of the matter. But as it is these days, the reverse has become the case. And meanwhile, let me not dive into what I want to say. I will still finish it at the end of this information. Let's go down to the full detail of the information. The President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, has fallen ill 2 days after visiting the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in the DSS detention center. The meeting at DSS headquarters took place on the 30th of May, while the Ohaneze leader has been bedridden 2 days after till June 12. The Director General of Igbo Mandate Congress, IMC, Reverend Obinna Akukwe, disclosed this on Thursday in Abuja during a closed-door meeting with the leader of the group. He said that the sudden illness of Chief Iwanyanwu, when efforts are ongoing with the Special Task Force for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to move the political solution to the next level, sparks a hidden agenda. Reverend Akukwe said that it is suspicious that Ndigbo lost 4 Ohaneze leaders in 2 years, all diagnosed of same illness. According to Akukwe, Igbo's lost President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Dr. Joe Iruku, Professor Ben Nwabueze, Dr. Dozie Ikedife, and Colonel Joe Achuzie, Professor George Obiozo, Chief Mbazulike Amechi, and Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife within the space of 2 years. He called for covert investigation on why top Igbo leaders are dying quick session, and alleged that it is an attempt to destroy all intellectual-oriented Igbo leaders so that chatterlands, kidnappers, and ritualists will take over. Akukwe also alleged that the late governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, complained numerously that some persons were hired to eliminate him and some Igbo elders by use of inhalable poisonous substance. He continued to make the assertion until a medical condition emerged which claimed his life. Reverend Akukwe said that the members of the Special Task Force for the release of Nnamdi Kanu will visit Chief Iwanyanwu on Monday to pray for him if the situation does not improve. Akukwe also stated that Igbo Mandate Congress have obtained the medical record of some of the demised Ohaneze leaders through covert means and will assemble medical and biological experts for thorough investigation to ensure that there is no systematic elimination of bold and fearless Igbo leaders. Yeah, Ụmụafọ Igbo amụziri amụzi ndị ṅụzuru mmiri ara afọ. Let's dive into this matter. I want you to go down to the comment section. Drop your comment. What is your opinion? You can see it that prominent Igbo elders have, lost their lives or have, demised within the space of 2 years. And lest you forget, let me remind you of something, that Ohamadike was actually a extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria illegally. This thing happened around 2021, and 2021, 22, 23, 24, Ohamadike is still in the DSS custody. Now, where am I heading to? First of all, I reminded you about the work, the ethics, the position of an elder. Not just an elder, a titled Igbo man who has sworn an oath with the offer of Ndi Igbo. Of course, you know that when that offer, I don't know what you believe in, this is a culture of Ndi Igbo. I am a Christian, a core one, an Anglican for that matter. But remember that whenever you raise that offer of Ndi Igbo as onyenze and onyozo, and you hit it on the ground, remember that Ndi Ozo themselves, for you to become an Ozo, they have to wash your tongue. And washing your tongue shows, it signifies, it has a significant meaning. The meaning is that you are supposed to be a man of truth. You are supposed to stand on the side of truth. Then what happened? Ever since Kano was an extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria, his true brothers, the elders, has refused to speak out. Yes, they might come on the social media and tell you that we have been making steps, we have been taking steps, we have been doing this, we have been doing that. My question is, when had the Odaneze Ndi Igbo arranged a meeting with the president of Nigeria or even the former president? There was no physical meeting, there was no phone call. The only thing we've been hearing is that they have been sending letters, they have been making contacts and the rest of them. Why is it like this? Because Ndi Igbo awala onwe ha n'ala, especially the elders. Go to the Yorubas, you see the Oba of Lagos, when he wants to meet the president, it is a free affair. Go to Benin, you see the Oba of Benin, when he wants to meet the president, is a free affair. Oba Akumuni of Lagos, free something. Even it is the president that goes to these Obas and bow down to them, prostrate before them, even though he is the president. Ndi Igbo has removed the place of tradition, the place of our ancestors. What stood Ndi Igbo as Ndi Igbo they are. In the first generation of Nigerian government, immediately after the independence, 1960, before the Nigeria Biafra Civil War, 1967 to 1970, remember that Igbos were occupying good position in the Nigerian political offices. It was just immediately after the war that some of the things changed. And upon that, these elders has refused to stand on the path of truth. Why not come openly? Because many of them are afraid. They don't want to lose their connection with the president. Maybe they will not become senators again. Maybe government money will not be coming in their coffers. Maybe they might sanction them. And you see them dying one by one. Maka na onye nzeli bionu ọ na-ebute nsogbu. Onye nze bụ onye nzeli bionu na Igbo. Ọ na-ebute nnekwute nsogbu. Naka ndị be sị na akwụda n'ikili eme gịnị? Achọba nnụnụ nwere ogoro ka onye bụ nnụnụ nwere ogoro, maka na inwe ike na-asị nyokopus kọwaa inu ị na-atụ nkọwala nya ma ọ na-ege ejinu nne na n'iyi. Ya bụ ife bụ na those days, if matters comes to words, you see people looking for the elders, ndị nze na ọzọ, ndị echichi, titled men. They know that once you get to Obi of this person, Obi of Onitsha, you get to Nze Amadi, or Ichie Ebonade, or Ichie Akwebue, something like that, you are sure of finding out the truth or finding out the history. Now, the people that will give title men are just rogues and criminals. People, you go to the villages now, people can buy title. The Ogbuefi are not even asking question again before giving a man title. It's quite unfortunate. Once you have your money, a small boy, anything, once you have the money and you feel that you are capable of having title, they just give it to you without finding out whose odds is God's. Meanwhile, ndị be anyị si na n'ogologo okwu emere gịnị n'ogologo okwu adụrọ n'ụka mgbede. The matter be say Iwu Anyanwụ don't visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and after visiting Kanu, he fell sick. These people should also remember that man Kanu is a prophet who has strategically, meticulously has given a prophecy of what is happening in NIG today. Everybody that have been following that guy, even though that yes, the government is judging him for making some statements maybe that are incited people. Of course, he's an orator, but a lot of things that guy said about Nigeria has come to pass. As it be, for matter what we say concern football, they say Finidi George contract has been downgraded after NNF opt for foreign balls. Yeah. That when I know that this Finidi George was not going to do well is that when they were asking him some questions, about football, he just said that you don't even need to organize, just have one heart, come and play. Who said so? If football is like that, why is people like Guardiola, Pep Guardiola, and the rest of them, Ancelotti, you see them writing after first half of this thing? You see their second man, the second assistant coach, jotting everything down. They have goalkeeper coach. He will be jotting everything. All those jottings he's doing down is that he will be able to know the loopholes, the mistakes that the players are making in order to be able to change his formation in the second half. But Finidi George came out and said, just go and play football. My people, until this nation stop all this bribery of a thing, just put your brother there. Because he's your brother, he is not qualified, and you want to put it in the position. Foul. As it be for Salah, remember that from today to Tuesday is public holidays because of Salah. But as it be, Muslims don't complain. They say Nigerian face most expensive Salah in 30 years as price of ram, tomatoes, rice skyrocket. One day, let me tell you what happened. The other day, I sent a woman to go and buy things for me, to purchase some things in the market as a bachelor, put the money there. They came back. Now, as I was looking the waterproof to be very loaded, my brother, that waterproof was as scanty as empty. As guy man, my people may use brain, upon my brain, say, well, nah, this girl don't chop me. I say, okay, somehow, as one Igbo, we get sense. I say, make I enter market by myself. Now, my brother, by the time I price one cup of beans, they say na 500. I say, wow. I say, okay, what about Penta? They say na 600. I say, wow. I say, what about Gary? I say they say na 3,200. I be 3,005. Now my brother made you come by myself. I respected myself. Came back again, give the girl the money. Tell her to go to the market. Meanwhile, it has not been easy for Nigerians. Even in the market today, tubers of yams are being cut into two so that the poor masses will be able to purchase it. Even common gari. Those days, you used to use gari as some backup. Maybe if you don't have money, anything, at least you have gari in your house to drink. You can put in small sugar. If you have milk, you're a big man. If you have sugar, my brother, you should do Obasanjo. But today, the reverse has become the case. Garina is for the big man. Even common beans those days, even if your mother does not have money, they must have beans. Even if they give you apple and beans every day, at least protein is entering and small meat. My brother, you will grow very well. If they see you in school, you'll be very plumpy and pompous. But as it is today, beans have become the food of the rich man. I heard that one bag is getting to 100k. Meanwhile, as they be, make I bring you that food there. As Salah approaches, Nigeria and particularly the Muslims faithful will be struggling with record high inflation, which has driven up the cost of rams, tomatoes, bags of rice, and other food items. The Nairametric market survey shows that ram prices have nearly doubled since last year, and staples like tomatoes have also seen big price hikes. These rising costs make it hard for families to afford traditional Salah celebration this year. Many may be praising all for what could be the most expensive Salah in over 3 decades. Nigerians are bracing up for the most expensive Salah holiday in over 30 years as price of essential food items such as rice, tomatoes, and ram hit record highs. Nigeria is currently experiencing its highest inflation rate in over 30 years, with food inflation noticing a near 40-year high. The country has not had things this bad in decades. Also, Taylor, my people, remember that time during the campaign of the 2023 presidential general election, the Yoruba said, Emilokan, if not Tinubu, nobody. The Hausa said, they said, Dam Baba Tinubu. But one thing people should remember is that in Nigeria, there are 3 tribes. You see the Igbos, you see the Yorubas, you see the Hausas, even though the Middle Belt, the South, all these people, they fall under these 3 regions. Even though that the Middle Belt are denying, they don't even know where they are standing. Even the South don't even know where they are standing. But the issue is that among these 3 tribes, there is one tribe that are hustlers. No matter what you do to them, no matter how you try to suppress or repress them, they are hustling. Well, the people that are going to suffer this thing is the Alamajeris. Now, for you to get a cow, one cow is nearly 1 million naira. So if you want to buy 4 cows, you have to prepare like 4 million. The federal government is talking about minimum wage. My people, 100,000 cannot last you for 2 weeks now. Except for family man that knows how he's managing himself. But for a bachelor like me, I don't even know. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first we'll collect. And thank you for listening. God bless you. See you on the next edition. The DSS detention. Is it Amadioha that did it, or Arobinago, or Chukwuabiama? We will get to know. Meanwhile, let's go down to the full detail of the information as I am about to dive into facts find to be able to tell you whether MNK escaped from the DSS custody or not. The news is the trending now, and from the information where we receive, they say that some insiders of that DSS and other outsiders and them do that planning for Mazen Kanu so he will be able to escape the DSS detention. But let's go down. As I will be reading out for you, we will be able to find out the actual truth about this information that is going on. According to the information, this one is coming from, he said, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu escaped from DSS custody in Abuja. Facts emerges. Let's go down so that you can see the facts. Claims have appeared online saying Biafra separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu has escaped from DSS custody with case file. The poster said the IPOB leader's alleged escape was executed with meticulous planning and precision, catching the authorities off guard. A fact-checking platform investigated the claim and shared its finding in a report published on Thursday, 13th June. FCT Abuja. Some posts on the social networking site Facebook claim that Nnamdi Kanu, the term leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has escaped from the custody of the Department of State Service DSS in Abuja. Enzolidaily.ng report that Kanu has been held at the DSS facility in Abuja in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu poses in his house in Umuahia, Abia State, whilst in the southeast. Photo credit Stefan Hussein, source Getty Images. Although he has been brought to court multiple times, Nigerian authorities are yet to grant him freedom or possibly imprison him for allegedly offenses against the country. The Facebook post reads, "Breaking news, Nnamdi Kanu escaped from DSS custody with case file." This one was the information we got from Facebook. He said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has escaped from DSS with his case file. Let's go down more. According to reliable source, Kanu's escape was executed with meticulous planning and precision, catching the authorities off guard. Details surrounding the escape remains murky, with speculation ranging from insider assistance to external support. Similar posts can also be found here and there. But has the IPOB leader truly escaped from DSS custody? Fact-checking platform Africa Check investigated. Following its scrutiny, the media platform said if Kanu had managed to escape from custody, it would have been in the news. No credible media outlet reported the said escape. In a piece of related news, HenzoDaily.ng reported that General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff, reiterated that controversial diaspora-based Biafra activist Simon Ekpa must be arrested and prosecuted. Musa accused the Finland government of giving Ekpa total support in his mission to burn down NIG. But meanwhile, according to the information where we say we try to find out fully to ascertain whether the IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped from the DSS custody is what we have not been able to find out. But as it be, there has not been any proper news, like the Daily Post, like the Vanguard, like the Sahara reporters and the rest of them has not carried this kind of news. But where we are seeing this kind of news is right here on Facebook, and we have been able to find out with our fact checker to be able to ascertain whether something like that happened. And the information we are having is that if something like that happened, it was only on the news. So that is to say, verbatim, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the DSS custody. As there be another information where they drop for my table now, what I go to bring to you one by one. Say police don't raid ESN IPOB camp in Enugu, and upon that raiding, they don't buy 2 people and they have recovered some arms. The operatives of the Enugu State Police Command, serving in Igbo 80th Division, working with the Neighborhood Watch Group on June 12, 2024, around 2 a.m., utilized an intelligent report and raided a suspected outlawed IPOB camp in a forest in Igbo 80th local government area. The criminal elements opened fire on the operatives upon sighting them. However, the operatives returned fire at a superior level, forcing the criminals to escape with varying degree of gunshot wounds. Thereafter, 2 of the fleeing suspects' lifeless bodies were discovered and recovered in the forest, along with 1 AK-47 rifle, 4 magazines loaded with a total of 75 live ammunition, 7.6 mm caliber ammunition, and 1 Beretta pistol loaded with 8 live 9 mm caliber ammunition. Further recovered are 1 KC Sanya and Honda Today ladies motorcycle, 1 GBT ATM, a cash sum of 2,600 naira, and several raw food items. The manhunt for others on the run is ongoing. Preliminary investigation suggests that the group is responsible for numerous heinous crimes in the Nsukka area of Enugu State, including the recent attack and murder of police and other security personnel. This one is coming right from Enugu live. As the police, the report say they don't raid the camp of the IPOB members, and upon that, 2 of them were shot dead, and some ammunition, AK-47, Beretta, and other food items with 2,500 naira, 600 naira, which was recovered from these people. And another question I want to ask is whether these people did a proper investigation to be able to ascertain who these people really are, whether they are actually members of the IPOB or some people who are carrying out their own operation. Meanwhile, there has been a lot of issue of insecurity in the southeastern part of Nigeria recently, raising from Anambra to Imo, from Imo to Enugu, from Enugu to Ebonyi, from Ebonyi to Calabar. All these places, there has been a lot of issue of insecurity, and the question is, how are the government going to sort this thing out? How is it supposed to be settled? And some people are of the opinion that if MNK is released from the DSS custody, that some of these things will stop, so that people will be able to find out those who are hiding behind the banners of IPOB to be perpetrating evil. Meanwhile, as I was on that, another information dropped on my table right now. They say police don't arrest three suspects behind fake JAMB website admission letter. Who say Taylor? They say three niggas for Nigeria here. They run fake JAMB admission website. It be like saying idea those niggas they follow the chop. Let's go down for the full detail of the information, so that you'll be able to know the people where they carry out that kind of thing. It don't show I go Atlanta, Nigeria, and everybody is finding it. Everybody is devising a means of getting more, or a means of survival, because surviving is not actually easy in the obodo. They say the suspects are Mesa Ekpa Leonard Mpama, 34 years, Iban Ernest Jerome, 38 years, and Eshiet Odotukana Benson, 38 years, while others are at large. I think ranging from this name, these people look like Calabar people. A statement issued by the First Public Relations Officer, PRO, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, on Thursday said the suspect belonged to a syndicate who intentionally and knowingly conspired and procured amongst themselves services that enabled them to illegally assemble JAMB Restricted Central Admission Processing System, CAPS, and e-facility, respectively. The statement disclosed that they proceeded to alter and delete other candidates' previous admission letter and imputed fake details, resulting in inauthentic admission letter, which were acted upon as genuine to secure admissions into tertiary institutions and mobilization for National Youth Service Corps program, thus compromising the entire JAMB admission process with its attendant consequences. Following the previous press briefing by the Nigeria Police Force and the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, where the general public was assured of the resolve of the due in putting all hands on deck to ensure the suspect behind the proliferation of various fake websites for JAMB registration and the falsification of fake JAMB admission letters and disseminate the menace, forgery, system interference, and scheme operating phishing websites to defraud unsuspecting JAMB candidates. The NPF NCCC has arrested 3 suspects in connection with the case of conspiracy, computer-related forgery, and system interference contrary to Section 813 and 27 of Cybercrimes Act 2015 as amended. Upon arrest, the suspects reviewed their various degrees of involvement in conspiracy, collaborating the already available overwhelming evidences. The duo of Ekpa Leonard Mpama and Iban Ernest Jerome and others at large collect personal details of the prospective candidate and forward same to Mr. Eshiet Odotukana Benson, who get CAPS link from Daniel and Chris Mercer. Daniel and Chris, still at large, are working in the JAMB computer-based CBT centers, Domicile and Fan, and Unica respectively in Calabar, Cross River State. The force also stated more development digital forensic analysis led to the recovery of 4 fake domain websites and 2 principal threat actors of a syndicate in Imo State behind the creation of the fake domain and other associated websites operated by them. Similarly, the third suspect, Mr. Esh, who was who has access to CAPS link, unlike the duo above, proceed to any CBT center and opens the JAM facility with a login detail of a candidate with previous admission and thereafter superimpose the new detail collected to create a fake admission letter. And my people, I don't see actually happen for the obodo. Whenever a nation's academic system is tampered with, I think that is the beginning and the downfall of that particular nation, because if you start diluting the system of education and if you actually find a way of helping people indirectly that through other means, through the means of crime and the rest of them, in order to be able to for them to be able to pass their exams and get admissions into the university, I wonder what is the hope and the fate of the nation. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first we'll collect. And thank you for joining us.